Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing another what I eat in a day video. I get so many requests for these, so here I am doing another one. So as usual, I start off with coffee, and this is my everyday morning routine, and I use a white peppermint mocha creamer, and this is honestly why I get up in the morning. It's so good. I'll probably drink this forever. I just love it that much. And then for my actual meal, I found this yogurt actually. It's by the brand Forager, and it's a cashew yogurt, and the reason I bought this is because it's in lemon, and lemon is my favorite flavor yogurt. So I really wanted to try this. So I put that in a bowl and then put this Nature's Valley granola on top and a half a banana and some chia seeds. And I was actually not too sure if I was going to like this yogurt, but I have to say it was really, really good. And I think the reason why I liked it so much is because it was very tart, and so it mixed really well with the sweetness of the bananas, and it just balanced each other out. It was really, really good. So I highly recommend this if you guys like lemon yogurt or if you like yogurt parfaits in general. Alright you guys, so for this recipe, this has to be one of my all-time favorite recipes for lunch. I absolutely love this. It is so satisfying, and if you're a vegetarian, I can guarantee you'll probably love this as well. So what you're going to start off with is garbanzo beans, and this recipe might look familiar from my Euro video because it is exactly the same as far as these garbanzo beans go, but you're just going to drain them and rinse them and put them on a baking sheet, and you're going to just cover them in paprika. And when I say cover them, I mean cover them. You really want to spice these a lot. And you want to add cayenne pepper, depending on how spicy that you like it, and then also cumin. And then you also want to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and you can add some garlic powder if you want, but you really want to make sure that you're getting a lot of spices on these because I do feel like without spice, they can be a little bit bland. And then you want to just mix them on the tray and spread them out evenly, and you want to cook them for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And about halfway through the cooking process, you just want to kind of mix them on the tray to make sure that they're getting a nice, even, cook on all sides, if you know what I mean. And then for the topping, we're actually going to do some cucumber and some tomato. And with the cucumber, I highly recommend you peel it before you start cutting it, which I didn't do, and so I kind of struggled. But once it's peeled, you want to just take a spoon and you want to spoon out the seeds because that's going to make this really runny if you keep the seeds in. So just take the seeds out, and then you just want to cut them up into little squares. And then you're going to do the same thing with the tomato, but with the tomato, I recommend squeezing the seeds out. I don't really like this wet seedy part of tomatoes. I tend to always like to squeeze out the seeds. I just kind of like that fleshy part, which sounds really gross when I say it out loud, but you just want to cut it up into little cubes, just like you did with the cucumber, and then put it in the same Tupperware. And then we're just going to salt and pepper our little cucumber tomato salad, and then you're going to add feta crumbles. I got Mediterranean herb feta, but you could definitely just use regular feta. It doesn't really matter. But you're just going to add that and mix it all together. You could add some olive oil if you want. I don't, but you just mix it all together and then cover it, and that is your topping for your little bowl. And like I said, make a little bit more if you guys are into meal prepping. I ate this for 3 days straight, and it's just so good. So then I use this Near East couscous, and I kind of like these boxed ones because they come with flavoring in the package, but if you want to go to the cheap route, you could definitely just buy a big bin of couscous and flavor it yourself. It's totally up to you. But I would say one box of couscous works for maybe 2 meals or 3, depending on if you're on a diet or not, which I'm not, so I eat half a box for 1 meal. So yeah, I just put that in a bowl, and then I put on the the garbanzo beans. And my favorite way to eat this actually is hot couscous, and then everything else being cold, including the garbanzo beans. I just think it tastes really good that way. But you're just going to put the salad on top, and then dill. I prefer fresh dill, but I didn't have it on me today, so I just used the dry dill, and then some pumpkin seeds. I put pumpkin seeds on literally everything. I'm not even kidding. And then this feta dill like tzatziki dressing, but you could definitely make your own tzatziki sauce. I have a recipe in my other video, which I'll link down below if you guys want to learn how to make your own. It's actually super duper easy, but this is literally the best meal you'll ever have. Highly recommend it. Please try it. You will not be disappointed. So then I just had this clementine orange, and I love eating these, especially in the winter because they're full of vitamin C. And then I had the leftover popcorn from my daughter's snack. So yeah, I just had that, and that was all I ate until dinner. So for dinner, I'm actually doing a sausage penne pasta. Now, I know I made a sausage pasta in my last What I Eat in a Day video, but this one's a little bit different, and it also tastes a little bit different. So it kind of looks the same, but it's different. So basically, you're just gonna cook up some penne pasta, and then you're gonna cut up an onion into little cubes, and you also want to cut up some mushrooms. So then you're just going to throw the onions into some olive oil and saute those until they're like a goldeny brown color. And then once you kind of have those cooked, you're going to take the Gimme Lean sausage by Light Life, and this is the veggie sausage. And this stuff is so good, you guys. My family loves this, and they want me to put it in everything. I'm serious. Like, it tastes just like regular sausage. The only thing about this stuff is that it is very sticky. It's like this weird sticky consistency. So when you cook it, you like really have to let it just sit in like a hot pan, and it kind of takes away that like stickiness. So really let it kind of saute in the pan to get really nice and brown. And then once it's kind of been sitting in the pan for a while, just add in the mushrooms and just let it cook forever. And then you're just going to take some kale, and you're actually going to want to use way more kale than you think because kale wilts down when it's cooked. So I do like quite a bit of kale, but you're just going to take the stems out, and you're just going to chop it up into like little kind of bite-sized pieces, and that is going to go in the pasta as well. All right, then you're going to want to take some half and half. You could also use heavy whipping cream if you want, but I like to use half and half just to keep the calories down a little bit. And you're going to take chili powder, cayenne pepper, and garlic powder, and then of course salt and pepper. And you're going to just spice up this sauce a little bit. You could use as much as you want. Like I said, I don't really use measurements. The only one you want to be a little careful with is the cayenne pepper, depending on how hot you want it. And then you are going to add in the kale and then cover it to kind of help the kale kind of wilt down a little bit. So for the salad is so good. My husband loves the salad and makes me make it like for every single meal because he loves it that much. You're just going to take arugula or spinach or whatever, lettuce that you want to use, and then some little pieces of apple. You just want to cut up an apple really small and throw it in there, and then some French fried onions, and then some pumpkin seeds. Again, I put pumpkin seeds on everything. And then some mozzarella cheese if you want. Sometimes I leave the mozzarella cheese out, but you can do what you want. And then this Olive Garden Italian dressing, and it is just fabulous. You guys are gonna love that salad. And then once this is kind of wilted down a little bit, you're just going to want to put it into the pasta noodles and add a little bit of mozzarella cheese. I feel like the mozzarella cheese kind of helps the pasta sauce stick to the noodles a little bit better. So it's up to you on how much cheese you want to put in it. Some people would probably want to put a ton. I just kind of put a little bit. And then I just kind of mix it up together. And if you just let it sit for a little while, it starts to thicken up, and it just makes for a really nice pasta sauce. The only thing I recommend is adding a lot of salt and pepper because it definitely needs salt. So that is pretty much it, guys. It's super easy meals today, and they were all very satisfying. I hope you guys try out some of these recipes. Let me know if you do. Some of you guys might remember the sausage kale pasta from an old vlog that I did when I still ate meat. But it's really good. I've been making it for years. So I hope you guys like this video, and let me know if you guys want to see more, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.